In this video, we are going to discuss the isometric view of a sphere that is placed centrally over a cylinder. The dimensions of the sphere are radius equal to 25 mm and that of the cylinder is radius is equal to 40 mm as well as height is equal to 50 mm. From the question, the cylinder that we are asked to draw the top view, the orthographic projections of the cylinder as well as sphere firstly. So, initially we need to write like this. So, for the cylinder the front view will be a rectangle and for the same the top view will be a circle, and for the sphere the front view as well as top view will be a circle. And now the next step is to draw the orthographic projections of the cylinder as well as sphere. The orthographic projection of the cylinder is being drawn firstly. The cylinder diameter is being given as 80 mm. Okay. So, with 80 mm diameter we have to draw the circle and a rectangle of height 50 is to be drawn, and then the top view as well front view is complete for the cylinder. After that, the next step is to draw the orthographic projection of the sphere, which will be a circle of diameter 50 that is to be drawn in the top view, and also the sphere that is being placed over the cylinder is to be drawn here of the diameter 50. So, by this the orthographic projections of the figure is being complete. The next step is to start with the isometric view of the cylinder. So, in order to start with the isometric view of the cylinder, the very first step is to place the circle of diameter 80 inside the square of dimension 80 mm, and then we have to name it as 1, 2, 3 as well as 4. And then you have to draw a line. You have to take 30 degrees towards the left and you have to take 10 degrees towards the right, and then you have to complete the square and you have to complete the isometric view of the cylinder. The method that is followed in order to complete the isometric view of the cylinder was explained earlier in the previous videos. So, once this is being completed, once you have completed drawing the isometric view of the cylinder, the next step is to place the sphere over the cylinder. You know that the dimension of the sphere or the diameter of the sphere is being given as 50 mm. While drawing the isometric view, we know that there is a special procedure to be followed when you are drawing the isometrics of spheres. After drawing the isometric view of the cylinder, you will be having a center line like you see over in this video, and that center line that is being seen in the top face of the cylinder is being represented as AB, and the center point of the line AB represent this particular point. From that point, you have to take the measurement R towards vertical side. Okay. When you are taking this distance R, ensure that you are taking the radius of the sphere. When you are drawing a figure, when you are drawing a sphere that is being placed centrally over the cylinder, please do ensure that you will not commit a mistake while taking the radius of the cylinder. When you are drawing the isometrics of spheres, ensure that you are correctly taking the radius of the sphere while taking the conversions of measurements while drawing the isometrics. So, here you have to take from this point, or the more specifically you can see from this point you have to take the radius which is being given as 25. From this point you have to take 25 mm, from this point you have to take 25 mm, and you will be getting a point. From that point you have to take, with that point as center and with R into 0.816 as radius, you have to draw the circle. That means 25 into 0.816 as radius, you have to draw the circle, and that completes our figure. So, after completing the cylinder, you have to identify the center point, and this is the methodology that you have to follow. Whereas, if it is an isometric projection that is being asked in the question, then the methodology that you have to follow is just the opposite. The vertical distance that you have to take is R into 0.816, and the radius of the circle that you are about to draw is capital R, which represents the radius of the sphere. So, while you are drawing the isometrics of spheres, ensure that the measurements that is being taken in the isometric view as well as projection will not be committed as mistake. Thank you.